The National Secretary of the All Progressive Congress, Ajibola BASIRU, has dismissed recent criticism from former Kaduna State Governor Nasiru EL-RUFAI, saying the APC is focused on rebuilding while President Tinubu handles governance. In a sharp response during a Sunday interview, BASIRU advised EL-RUFAI to either go back to school or spend time with his grandchildren rather than distracting the president. His comment followed EL-RUFAI's warning in Sokoto urging Nigerians not to vote APC in 2027, claiming another Tinubu term could harm the nation. BASIRU, however, said EL-RUFAI should reserve his political energy until the actual contest begins in 2027. Meanwhile, Senate President Godswill Akpabio has weighed in on suspension of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, saying the matter could have been resolved easily if she had offered a public apology. Akpoti-Uduaghan, suspended in March for alleged misconduct, claims a court ruling overturned the decision, but Akpabio's media aide, Kennedy, says the court did not order her reinstatement, only calling the suspension excessive. He described her recent attempt to return to the Senate as a political stunt and stressed no formal court order had been received. He warned that such drama could damage the credibility of women in politics. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has taken a sweep at former Vice President Atiku Abubakar over his frequent defections across Nigeria's major political parties, saying his actions are driven by desperate ambition to become president. Speaking during a media party in Abuja on Monday, Wike questioned Atiku's political consistency, described his movement from one party to another as unbecoming, especially for someone getting close to 80 years of age. Wike said Atiku was in the PDP in 1999, then he joined the Action Congress (AAC) after he returned to the PDP, later moved to the All Progressive Congress (APC), and then back to the PDP again, all in pursuit of the presidential ticket. Continuing with a personal job, if I were his son, I would sit him down and ask him, "Dad, how can you keep hopping from one party to another at almost 80 years old?" The minister said this while reacting to Abubakar's latest defection from the People's Democratic Party to the African Democratic Congress (ADC) as part of an emerging opposition coalition aimed at challenging President Bola Tinubu in 2027. Wike dismissed the move, describing it as nothing than political survival. President Bola Tinubu has expressed dissatisfaction with the recent activities of the group's CEO of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Bashiru Bayo Ojulari. The recent development signals his possible removal from his position barely 4 months into the job. According to reports, Ojulari is being investigated over financial dealings involving millions of dollars reportedly transferred to AANR Investment Group, a company linked to Abdullahi Bashir Haske, the son-in-law of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. Sources say some of these transactions were flagged by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, which also questioned Bashir Haske over suspected large-scale money laundering. There are growing concerns that funds may have been funneled indirectly to the opposition through these deals. After becoming NNPC boss in April, Ojulari reportedly restored privileges to Bashir Haske that were cut off during the tenure of his predecessor, Mele Kyari. Kyari, who had been over Menkanti Barrow, had sidelined Bashir Haske from NNPC dealings. Barrow, who was also said to have favored Bashir Haske's firm during his time, died in 2020. With these developments, insiders said Tinubu feels betrayed and may soon approve Ojulari's sack. Although a quiet exit plan is being considered to avoid public embarrassment due to short time he has spent in office. Nigeria's women basketball team, the Tigers, have been crowned champions of the 2025 Women Afro-Basket Championship after defeating Mali in the final of the championship. The Rena Wakama-led side clinched the title in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire.
Just a week after the Nigerian Super Falcons' victory at the Women's African Cup of Nations in Morocco, Nigeria's women's basketball team, the Tigress, made history as the first country to win 5 consecutive titles at the Women's Afrobasket Championships, further cementing their dominance on the continent. Sealing the game with a 14-point victory, the Tigress remained unbeaten in the tournament for a decade. The last time the Tigress lost an Afrobasket game was on October 2, 2015 against Cameroon. The win followed a hard-fought semi-final against Senegal, where the Tigress needed a spirited fourth-quarter performance to secure a narrow victory. Coach Wakama now has 2 titles in 2 attempts, having led the team to victory in 2023 as the first woman to coach a team to Afrobasket glory.
Say less as they receive the trophy.
President Bola Tinubu, in a post on X, congratulated the girls for a superb performance. Abiola Alafe reporting for Clearview News.
You can follow up on latest events and happenings around you via social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Clearview News Desk, or via handle on X, formerly known as Twitter at Clearview Online. Many thanks for watching. I am Florence Joshua. Bye for now.